Good morning. I'm Kia Troutman, and this is Ashley Troutman. We're here today celebrating Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday with our parade here in Lakeland. We're so happy you can be a part of it with us. This year's theme is, Are You Tuned Up for Change? Ashley?
Thank you, Kia. It's a lovely day out here today. The weather is gorgeous. We're hoping that we can have a record crowd out here once again. This is just an exciting time for our city, exciting time for our country as well as we celebrate such an important figure in our community throughout the nation, not just here in Lakeland. As Kia mentioned, this year's theme is Are You Tuned Up for Change? And we're definitely in a point of our city where there's a lot of changes going on from different business ventures being brought forth, the growth of our colleges. We were just mentioning earlier the success of some of our higher institutions, and we're just excited about a lot of the changes that's going on here in our city. The parade is about to go in over 20 years of being in existence here in our town. Miss Christine Simmons was a pioneer with her Boy Scouts troop some years ago in the 80s that saw a need here in our community and thought it would be appropriate to represent the legacy and the life of Martin Luther King with a parade. And so that legacy and that parade has continued on for many, many years now. And we're just excited to be a part of it to continue that great legacy. The city of Lakeland and its staff has done a great job of organizing a wonderful weekend of activities. Even starting last night, we had our very first jazz concert, outdoor jazz concert, to kick off the weekends of activities. Matthew Wingert and his jazz band came out and did a great job, a fantastic job, and the crowd would definitely enjoy it. Wouldn't you say, Kia?
I would definitely say so. We did a little bit of dancing ourselves, and it was very nice.
Yes, it was. Well, we got some judges here with us today, and we'll go ahead and start talking about some of these great people that have come out here to volunteer their time to tell you to actually judge the floats and give us some feedback on the quality that we have here.
Very exciting. Well, one of the judges we have today is our spiritual leader at Mount Calvary Missionary Baptist, Pastor Avery McCree, who has served the Mount Baptist Church for the last 12 years. Pastor McCree also serves as the Dean in Congress 3 of the First South Florida Baptist Association. A graduate of Bethune-Cookman College, he earned his Bachelor of Science degree in Criminal Justice and went on to achieve a master's degree from Nova Southeastern University in Management and Administration. Pastor McCree is currently working with the Polk County School Board as well. So he is very busy in our community, as you can see. Ashley?
And we also have a couple of more pastors here as judges today also. We have Pastor Kendrick Gardner, who has been teaching and preaching the gospel message since the age of 17, Kia. Can you believe that?
17. I wasn't thinking about that.
Pastor Gardner has earned his Bachelor's of Arts degree in theology from Christian Bible College in North Carolina, a Bachelor of Science degree in Special Education from Valdosta State University in Georgia, and an MS degree in Management of Educational Programs at Nova Southeastern, also in Florida.
Busy.
Pastor Gardner maintains an extensive schedule that involves ministry, community outreach, radio programs, revivals, and crusades.
Wow.
He is married to the lovely Tasnice Gardner. We have some very educated pastors in our community. One reason why they call it the Bible Belt, I think.
I would agree. I would definitely agree with you on that. Well, I'd like to talk about our next judge, Renedra Gatlin Barksdale, who is the owner and operator of Rare Touch Hair Palace for the past 4 years. Her motto is, United we stand, divided we fall. What do you think, Ashley?
That is definitely a true thing.
I agree with you on that. She is a proud graduate of Kathleen High School right here in Lakeland and is married to Stanley Barksdale, and together they have 3 children, Taisha, Jakari, and Justin.
All right. Another pastor that we have on the roster today as a judge is a Lakeland native, Pastor Eric Newkirk, who graduated from Lakeland High School. He is the father of 2 children and grandfather to 1. He served our country in the Army for the United States Army for over 20 years. He served 7 years in the educational and recreational field. Currently, he is a servant pastor for Providence Church of God, where they are building lives, going beyond the walls of the church, and loving all. Thank you for your work, Pastor Newkirk, and also thank you for your service as well to our country.
Very nice. And we have another judge, Miss LaVon Booker, who moved to Lakeland from Long Island, New York as a teenager. She is the mother of 3 children and the grandmother of 2. Ms. Booker began braiding hair at the age of 6. In 1995, decided to become a cosmetologist. In 2011, Ms. Booker earned her certificate in trichology, the science of hair and scalp disorders as it relates to hair loss, which some people struggle with. So that's very awesome that she's doing that. And through several visions from God, Ms. Booker began her own hair care product line, and business name was born: Healthy Hair Solutions Hair Loss Center. Ms. Booker believes that no matter what your hair loss challenge is, there is a solution. Very nice. And that's Ms. LaVon Booker, one of our great judges today.
Well, as you can see, Lakeland is made up of quite a diverse group of people, not only educated, but caring people as well. So we have a rich history here in our city, and hopefully you'll see some of that come to life here at our parade. And here comes our motorcade clearing the roads for the parade here in Lakeland.
Very nice.
They represent a very distinguished group in our city. The LPD police officers, we're so proud to have them, and we're so appreciative of their service here in our community.
For sure.
What a lovely day to have a parade, don't you think, Kia?
I really agree with you. The weather couldn't be any better than what it is right now. We're not on the screen.
Those police officers do such a great job entertaining the kids. I remember growing up here and seeing those guys on the motorcycles and all the tricks and trades that they do, the serpentines that they do through the cones. It's a wonderful event.
I agree. It is truly something to see. Very spectacular.
And here they come again.
All right. Looks like they have a different formation going on.
Here they go again with the serpentine.
Very nice.
You know, Kia, I think people often forget the immense amount of practice and training that our servicemen and women in our local police departments have to go through to be able to accomplish things like these and service in the way that they do.
Yes, I agree, Ashley. I know I couldn't do it. That's for sure.
It's an annual tradition in the parade to start the parade off with our Lakeland Police Department motorcade, and it's also a tradition to start it off with the honor guard as well.
Okay. Oh, okay. It's just the honor guard. Oh,
Should we talk? Well, as we wait for another float to come by, just remember, ladies and gentlemen, today between 1 and 5 p.m. we have the Big Top Circus at Bryant Stadium occurring today. A wonderful family event.
Yes, I agree. I'm sure they're going to have a lot of excellent snacks, a lot of different goodies to choose from. That's my favorite part.
Oh, yes, definitely. How can you not like a circus as well, kid?
Oh, yeah, I like clowns.
Yes, I think everybody grew up going to some type of circus over the years.
Oh, yes.
No matter how big or small it may have been.
Yes.
But just a wonderful time as a child growing up
Yes.
to be a part of a circus, and we got one right here in Lakeland.
Right here
Can
in
you imagine
Lakeland.
that?
The memories that are
Yes.
being created right here today as a part of our MLK celebration this weekend.
Yes, ma'am. Well, it looks like we have some more of our illustrious police department representing here. And right behind us, it looks like we may even have the Lakeland Fire Department.
Yes, the Lakeland Fire Department services over 100,000 citizens with 7 fire stations. The department serves nearly 22,000 emergency calls yearly. The Lakeland Fire Department provides comprehensive quality fire, emergency, medical, special operations, emergency response services to the city of Lakeland and unincorporated Lakelands. The department also provides fire prevention education, inspection plan reviews, and code enforcement services. With 160 dedicated staff members and over 20 engines and rescue trucks, you can count on the Lakeland Fire Department to be there when you need them most. Thank you.
And there's our fire chief, Chief Gary Ballard, shaking hands with some of our
Yes.
citizens here in town. I mean, they really do a wonderful job. We have an ISO rating of 1 here in our city because of the work that we've done here in our city budget, and also the work that we've done with our Lakeland Fire Department, making sure that we have adequate fire stations throughout our city. An ISO rating of 1. That means people can save on their homeowners insurance.
That is a beautiful thing. We
And now-
know savings is a great thing and very impressive.
And now we have the Coleman Bush building led by Natalie Gallen. Coleman Bush is located at 1105 Martin Luther King Jr. Avenue. They offer a variety of classes and programs including dance, taekwondo, piano, after-school tutoring, neighborhood monthly meetings, and a computer room. Call them at 834-3350. Upcoming events include the HBC Jump Off January 31st. And also there's a Black History Fest on February 27th.
Dance.
And look at the dancers for Crystal's World of Dance. They also
Yes.
practice and conduct their lessons at the Coleman Bush building.
Beautiful dance performances throughout the year. Make sure you check it out. It's something to be seen for sure.
And now we have the pride of Kathleen High School, led by their senior Air Force ROTC, where Chief Thompson and all those wonderful guys over there do a great job. In fact, there's such wonderful service work throughout our community as well, the ROTC department does.
For sure.
And of course, like I said, the pride of Kathleen High School, the band, does a wonderful job. They're gearing up to make some tremendous change over there with their band department, and we're just glad to have them out here today.
Yes, and they provide such an awesome structure for the students, such good discipline skills that they're learning while they're involved in ROTC, and we can see them out here, and they're doing a great job.
Kathleen's Lakeland's second existing oldest public high school in our city, right behind Lakeland High School. Just a great place to be.
And the Rose Elks Lodge began in 1898. We have them coming up right now in excess of 117 years ago. It was created in the needs of neighbors to band together to provide assistance for those less fortunate. Again, we have the Rose Elks Lodge, began in 1898 in excess of 117 years ago, created out of the need for neighbors to band together.
Now we have our city commissioners here as well. City Commissioner floats led by Mayor Howard Wiggs. Annie Fowle is also our parade grand marshal. Kids, tell a little bit about Miss Fowle.
She's actually a Florida native and community activist. Ms. Fowle earned her bachelor's degree at Bethune-Cookman College, then obtained her master's degree in reading. Ms. Fowle is a teacher at Greater St. Paul and a site coordinator teacher
And look at the Lake Gibson High School band. Here comes the Lake Gibson High School band, ladies and gentlemen. That school started back in 1979, the third oldest high school here in our city, right behind Lakeland, then Kathleen, then came Lake Gibson. That's still standing as a public high school in our city. Two individuals who started the band program that year back in 1979 was Mr. Phil Wharton and Miss Renee Combs. During their 26 years at LGHS, Mr. Wharton and Miss Combs grew the band program and created a long history of excellence that made the LGHS band one of the best programs in the state. Let's listen to them play. All right, wonderful band production by Lake Gibson High School. And now we have the Neighborhood Associations Coalition, a group of neighborhoods that are registered with the city of Lakeland. They represent several communities throughout our city. These volunteers do a great work to educate, protect, and promote healthy and happy residents.
I agree. Very good work they're doing in our communities, and we definitely appreciate all that they do.
You know, City of Lakeland is made up of so much diversity, and it's represented so well in our Neighborhood Association Coalition. There's Miss Yvonne McShay riding on the coalition stroke, Miss Loretta Halliburton, Miss Steele. Some wonderful ladies that do great work for our neighborhoods.
I agree, for sure. And they have a pretty cool looking float, don't they?
A very lively bunch we have this year.
Yeah, definitely. All right, we have Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd. And he actually leads our Sheriff's Department. Grady Judd leads a 9-star accredited agency that delivers professional law enforcement and detention services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The Sheriff's Office is responsible for patrolling all the unincorporated areas of Polk County. And they're contracted to provide law services to several municipalities as well.
Our sheriff does a great job here in our county. Next, we have the Polk County Fire Rescue. Once again, proudly presents the success of community diversity recruiting. Today, they are proud to have several of its members who had successfully completed and excelled in their EMT, paramedic, firefighter, and/or fire engineer training.
And we have Kona Ice, one of Lakeland's mobile food trucks that sells tropical shaved ice with multiple flavors. Yummy. Kona Ice has given back millions of dollars assisting in fundraising efforts, hosting a movie night as well.
Next, we have the Coalition of Immokalee Workers. It's a workers-based human rights organization internationally recognized for its achievements in the fields of social responsibility, human trafficking, and gender-based violence at work.
What was the last one?
Wow, we have had a great list of different floats and representatives of our community so far.
Is that them? All right, and we have St. James Lodge number 18 and the Mayflower chapter 96. The worshipful master-worthy matron is Joseph Young and Tammy Flint.
And we just had to pass the Mount Pleasant African Methodist Episcopal Church, which was founded and established back in 1914, which is located at 1308 North Virginia Avenue, where Reverend A.J. Richardson Jr. is the presiding bishop. Mount Pleasant AME.
Modern Women of America we have coming up next. Modern Women of America's Youth Service Club is made of children who do volunteer work in the community, visiting seniors at nursing homes and planting trees in the community. There are just a few things that the service projects they do. Lake Gibson, Lakeland, and Kathleen classes of 1984. The Lake Gibson, Lakeland, and Kathleen classes of 1984 have been celebrating and coming together for many reunions.
And next we have the Keeping It Real Ministry, which is an after-school and summer vacation mentoring program. Their goal is to keep young people off the street, keeping it real. Now that's really keeping it real.
Yes, that is awesome.
That's modern. That's modern.
This is modern. What was this?
I think we got ahead. And we have the Keeping It Real Ministry, which is an after-school summer vacation mentoring program. Their goal is to keep young people off the street.
Very good work that they're doing in our community for
now that's
young
keeping
people.
it real, Kia.
Yes. Who is that?
Keeping It Real is led by Mr. Moselle Axon, who is a counselor out at Kathleen High School, but he spends his spare time conducting workshops and programs for those students that he works with Keeping It Real Ministry. Moselle is a great guy, Miami Hurricane football player, just a wonderful person to be around.
Very nice.
And again, we have the Kathleen High School track and field team, which were state finalists last year with the girls division. Coach Ladarius Higgins is doing a wonderful job with those young ladies over at Kathleen High School with his track team. And also he's taking over the boys program this year as well, where they are also successful.
Very nice. They're doing a great job. Here we have the Lovely Lady Ambition. Lovely Lady Ambition exposes young ladies to a better and more sufficient way of life. Their ambition is to mold and mentor today's youth. Lovely Lady Ambition. Looks like they're doing a great job.
And we have the Polk County Supervisor of Elections coming up. March 15th is the presidential primary preference. April 30th will be the primary election, and November 8th will be the general election. Don't forget to get out and vote this year. Such a very important right that we all have as citizens here in our country.
And it's a privilege, I would say.
I would say so as well, Kia. Polk County Supervisor of Elections doing a wonderful job in our community, led by Ms. Lori Edwards. Polk County Supervisors of Elections. Well, we have a nice car here. We look like we may get a nice dance performance here soon.
Looks very nice and shiny, well, I would say.
Yes, it does.
Has some very large rims on it as well. Oh, here we have the Lovely Lady Ambition. Lovely Lady Ambition exposes young ladies to a better and more sufficient way of life. Their ambition is to mold and mentor today's youth. Lovely Lady Ambition. We see a lot of lovely young ladies here at the parade today.
Let's check out their dance steps.
All right. Look at the screen. Very nice. Quite entertaining.
A very good high energy dance routine right there. Wouldn't you say, Kia?
I definitely say so myself as well. Here we have Zion Hill. They have served the community for over 115 years. They are a group of baptized and Holy Ghost-filled Christians who invest in our youth and community. Zion Hill is tuned up for change. They have fun on the hill. They are focused on God, united under God, never forget the lost. The youth of Zion Hill participate in many community activities, state and national conventions, and community theater and dance. They have an awesome float, I'd say. What do you think, Ashley?
Oh yes, they do a wonderful job. A long-standing church in our city, in our community, and they really have a diverse youth department.
I say so.
Speaking of youth, we have the Boys and Girls Club of Lakeland and Mulberry. For more than 72 years, the Boys and Girls Clubs of Lakeland and Mulberry have been in the forefront of youth development, working with young people from disadvantaged economic, social, and family circumstances. The Boys and Girls Club is dedicated to ensuring that our community's youngsters have great access to quality programs and services that will enhance their lives and shape their future. Since 1939, the Boys and Girls Club have provided children with a positive place to go, results-oriented programming, and professional staff to guide them.
Boys and Girls Club.
Kia, did you ever spend any time at the Boys and Girls Club growing up?
Can't say that I have, but I wish I did.
Well, occasionally I would spend some time down there. Simpson Park was my place.
All right. Simpson Park is another awesome community center providing services for our youth.
We have such a rich, diverse group of organizations like that throughout our community. It's just a great place to raise kids here in Polk County and Lakeland, Florida,
I
specifically.
agree. Here we have Liberty Tax Service. Liberty Tax Service is a U.S.-based company specializing in preparation of tax returns for individuals and small businesses. It is also the third largest tax preparation franchise in the United States. Liberty Tax Service.
And we have the Lakeland Democratic Club, which is dedicated to promoting and fostering relationships between government and the citizens of Lakeland. The club meets the first Thursday of the month at 7 p.m. Locations vary. Everyone is welcome. The Lakeland Democratic Club.
And they have a pretty interesting float as well, don't they, Ashley?
Yes, they do. Representing the donkey. I like the donkey.
Next, we have the Lakeland PD Community Services Unit. The LPD Community Services Unit is staffed with 5 crime prevention practitioners who are committed to working with neighborhood associations, neighborhood watch groups, community members, and business owners who identify ways to protect property and persons. LPD Community Services Unit, such an important part of Lakeland's community well-being. Would you say?
Oh, yes, it certainly is. Certainly is, Kia. And now we have the Unitarian Universalist Congregation, which was established in Lakeland in 1955 and has been a consistent voice for liberal religion. They meet Sundays for worship, fellowship, and community beginning at 10 a.m. The congregation affirms and promotes the dignity and worth of every human being. They are united in diversity, advocating for love and justice where all are welcome.
Now we have Lakeland Storm Youth Football and Cheerleading. Lakeland Storm Youth Football and Cheerleading is open for children ages 4 through 14. Lakeland Storm Youth Football and Cheerleading.
Can't buy yet, kid. You gotta watch the screen. They'll edit it though. That's when they come. It's edited. You need to see.
So that was still
You guys are gonna have to reread the youth football cheerleaders because they haven't come yet. So I'll let you.
Is that them?
Well, again, kid, we've had some great floats that we've been seeing throughout the parade. We're just proud to have so many willing participants here in our parade today.
I agree, Ashley. It's really been awesome so far. And again, there's still time. If you haven't made it on down here to the MLK parade, you might want to come on down and see the
Get
awesome
down
flows
here to
right
the parade.
now. It's a great thing happening in the community.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Very nice thing happening. So exciting to be here today, isn't it?
It is. It is.
And the weather is still awesome, isn't it?
Weather is still great. Can you believe that at this hour in Florida?
All right. We here now see the Lakeland Storm Youth Football and Cheerleading. We have our youth here. Lakeland Storm Youth Football and Cheerleading is open for children's ages 4 through 14. It's a great extracurricular activity, cheerleading and football, that our youth participate in the community.
Looks like they may have a few dance routines.
It looks like they're doing some of their cheerleading routines right now, a couple of flips. Some acrobatics going on here. Lakeland Storm Youth Football and Cheerleading.
You know, that's one thing I wish I could have done growing up, a flip.
Cheerleading?
No, a flip.
Oh, a flip.
Yeah.
I used to do a few in the grass,
And
but
I
they're
still
pretty.
can't do one.
I say they're pretty brave. They're out here doing it out here at the parade, demonstrating their cheerleading abilities.
On concrete. Look at that split.
And we have a lot of enthusiastic observance of the parade, and
Yes, we
a
do.
lot of people out here supporting our youth and
Now here
promoting
comes
that
the big
positivity.
routine.
Oh, yes. Look at that.
Yeah, I don't
Isn't
think
that
I would
amazing?
never have the faith to be up on that stand. I don't think I trust other people enough.
But I'm sure you'd be the base helping hold someone up, wouldn't you?
Possibly.
All right. Look at that. That was
I'll let
great.
you go to the top.
All right, thanks. Looks great.
Now we have the Greater Refuge Temple since 1955. Greater Refuge Temple has been rooted in the community, serving God and his people. The Greater Refuge Temple just celebrated its 60th anniversary under the pastoral leadership of Bishop Apostle Gentle L. Groover Sr., along with assistant pastors Henry A. Ross Jr. and Elder Jeffrey Davis. They always do a wonderful job coming out to this parade every year, and their band is always great as well.
Very
Let's
nice.
listen.
Next, we have Sophisticated Ladies Beauty Parlor. Sophisticated Ladies Beauty Parlor is a local full-service hair salon located at 306 West Memorial Boulevard. The staff provides services such as braids, extensions, dreads, chemical services, and full makeup applications. Sophisticated Ladies Beauty Parlor.
And now we have the Kids Club, which has been ministering in the neighborhoods for 23 years. The Kids Club teaches children about Jesus and gives them a hope for a better future. The Kids Club reaches 300 to 400 children weekly. What a wonderful organization to have in our community.
We have the Dream Center of Lakeland. The Dream Center of Lakeland has become highly respected throughout the northwest neighborhoods of Lakeland for its attention to the needs of Lakeland residents. The Dream Center is offering mentoring programs, food distribution, a clothing pantry, and lens lawn equipment as well. Computer instruction is also available.
And now we have the Pregnancy Health Clinic, which is located at the Dream Center of Lakeland and is brought to you by A Woman's Choice. Free pregnancy, HIV, and STD testing is available as well as ultrasounds.
Here we have Southeastern University Fire. SEU Fire just completed their second season of football, going 9-2 for the season and 4-1 in conference play. SEU offers athletic participation in football, wrestling, soccer, basketball, baseball, softball, tennis, and cheerleading. SEU students volunteer tremendous hours investing in the lives of many in Lakeland's northwest neighborhoods. SEU Fire.
What a wonderful organization, again, to have in our community. Southeastern University does such a great job in incorporating their student body and throughout the different parts of our city, all across our city, and they're such a service-oriented university.
Most definitely. Such great youth and such a wonderful part of our community as well.
And who doesn't
SCU
like
Fire.
football, right, Kia?
Yeah, who doesn't like football?
Next, we have Victory Christian Academy, which is located at 1401 Griffin Road, which continues to be a great education alternative to many in the Northwest neighborhood. With the state of Florida's Step Up for Student, a Christian education is possible for those struggling to make ends meet.
Upcoming, we have Truly Nolan Termite and Pest Control Service. Truly Nolan Termite and Pest Control has been in business in Florida since 1938. Truly Nolan is located at 1023 South Florida Avenue. They offer pest, termite, and rodent control as well as lawn service. Truly Nolan Termite and Pest Control. Offering great services for pest control in the Lakeland communities. Truly Nolan.
All right, we're so lucky to have so many that want to come out and show the support for a great man, Dr. Martin Luther King. Next person doing that is the Next Level Dance. The Next Level Dance is in their first year of performing. The dancers range from the ages of 7 to 17. They practice at Simpson Park Community Center on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 6 to 8 p.m. Looks like we're gonna be in for another treat of a great dance performance coming up.
Yes, and who doesn't love a great dance performance?
The dance, such a artistic expression.
Yes, I'd agree.
And Lakeland is full of artists throughout our city.
For sure. A very spirited dance we see here. Next Level Dance. Let's see what they're going to show us today.
I bet those judges are having a fun time judging all those floats today. And they have a tough job to do. They have some great dancers, some great floats. What do you think?
I agree. I think that they definitely have some work on their hands to try to see who's going to be the winners today.
Can't wait.
I can't wait to hear the results either. I'm having a hard time myself
The
figuring
suspense.
it out. Yes.
All right, they are getting the young ladies
In position.
arranged
They
in
get 'em
position
in
so those
position.
judges can see the full beauty of them.
They're so spirited, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
And you can hear them quite well.
We seen a great choreograph of some of the popular dance moves right now. What do they call it?
Is it the nene?
The
or
nene, I believe it is. Yes, it is. The nene.
The quan?
Oh, yes. Do you know how to nene, Kia?
I can't say that I do, actually.
I don't
Do
think
you?
I know how either.
All right. Here we have the Lakeland chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Chartered in Plant City in 1984, the Lakeland chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated stands firm on their laurels to serve all mankind. They serve as a catalyst to ensure equal opportunities and education for minorities throughout Lakeland and Plant City. Lakeland chapter of AKA Sorority Incorporated. And it looks like they're here having a great time at the Martin Luther King Jr. Parade here in Lakeland.
So many Kia of some of our most distinguished ladies in our community. It's particularly in the northwest quadrant, northeast quadrant of our city have been AKAs. Miss Latha Speed, who is my elementary school principal, is one of them.
Nice.
Yvonne McShay, one of my college professors. As a matter of fact, there's Misha Downing, there's LaShawna Joe. Just a breath of young ladies that have done some great work in our community throughout the years.
Very nice. AKA.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
And not only are the AKAs great role models for our communities, they also great moms, great wives here in our community as well. Next, we have the NAAC Youth and College Division. The mission of NAACP Youth and College Division is to inform the youth of the problems affecting African Americans and other racial ethnic minorities. Their goal is to advance the economic, education, social, and political status and to develop an intelligent, effective youth leadership.
I think-
NAACP Youth Leadership and College Division.
Such an important thing to offer
Yes,
our
it
youth.
is.
Here we have Molina Healthcare. Molina Healthcare contracts with state governments and serves as health plan providing a wide range of quality healthcare services to families who qualify for government-sponsored programs. Molina Healthcare.
Wow, they've really done a great job on their float today.
Oh, wow, I'd say so. And look
Can
at
you
that.
imagine the work that has gone into that?
The time, the hours, and the commitment?
Absolutely.
It definitely shows. What do you
Yes,
think, Ashley?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. We're glad to have them here and representing so well.
Yes, definitely. It's a very good site for our community.
Raising the standard. Molina Healthcare is definitely raising the standard in this year's parade.
Is that me? Is that me?
And we have the Mid-Florida Credit Union, which offers convenient services including 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. drive-through, extended help desk hours, and free online banking and free mobile banking. Mid-Florida is a great community partner here in our neighborhoods. They do such a great job. Jarvis Kendrick, a great friend of mine, and they're just a wonderful bank. I know I bank there.
I do too. Women on a Mission Enrichment Network is up next. Women on a Mission Enrichment Network is a ministry that has been in existence for several years. They pledge to put God first in all they do. Their goal is to network with other ministries and organizations to assist women everywhere and wherever they can. Women on a Mission Enrichment Network.
And now we have a great performance by Taken by Surprise. TBS, they call themselves. A great organization put together by Made Men and Made Women Mentoring Services, which is led by Corey Toomer, a Florida Southern College graduate. One of those examples of people that have come to Lakeland by way of one of our colleges and have decided to make Lakeland their home.
Yes.
TBS is a great organization.
What
And
a
as you can see,
spirited
they are
performance.
very good at what they do.
Yes, for sure. That was awesome.
And now we also have Daddy's Baby Youth Ministries, Inc., which is a community youth ministry that helps young people to identify their gifts and talents and provide them a platform for them to express themselves and glorify the kingdom of God. Daddy's Baby Youth Ministries, Inc. Very unique name.
I would say so myself, but it sounds like they're doing some pretty creative things in our community.
It seems that way. And always great to have community partners such as these that are investing in our youth, investing in our kids, and giving them an opportunity to see something different.
Yes, definitely great work being done here.
Daddy's Baby's Youth Ministry. Looks like they may have a few words they want to say to the audience, a chant.
Beautiful voices.
Absolutely.
I don't know about you, Ashley, but I love to hear the youth sing.
They definitely make a joyful noise.
Now we have Pastor Barbara Giles Coleman. Pastor Barbara Giles Coleman is the overseer of the Church of God Gospel Tabernacle, the church where everybody is somebody. Pastor Barbara Giles Coleman.
She has definitely been in our community for a long time doing great work.
Yes, I agree, Ashley. The church where everybody is somebody.
They definitely look like they enjoy their church congregants together over at Pastor Barbara Jones' church. All right, and looks like we have Faith in Action coming up, which has been providing services to the senior citizens of North Lakeland for the past 12 years. Recently, they were awarded a $25,000 grant, which will ensure that Faith in Action will be able to provide food, transportation, respite care, house cleaning, and lawn maintenance to area seniors. Their mission is to allow seniors to live independently in their homes. And right after that, we have the Buffalo Soldiers. The Buffalo Soldiers, as you recall, were a very important group in one of America's Civil Wars, and they actually slept on the shores of Lake Wire here in our city, and which is why they're so important to our local history. The Buffalo Soldiers slept right on the shores of Lake Wire before they went in to take down a camp here in one of the wars.
And we have a modern day representation of that today at our parade.
Yes, we do. They do a great job representing that history and making sure that history comes alive for our youth and making sure that it doesn't die.
Next, we have Word Alive Ministries. The Word Alive Ministries has been a part of the Lakeland community for over 20 years. Their purpose is to change lives and the community. The vision of Word Alive Ministries is to be an instrument that will have a strong, dynamic impact on the lives of people in Lakeland. E. Telefair Pickett III is the founder and pastor. The Word Alive Young Adult Ministry provides spiritual and social engagement and outreach so that the ministry members are empowered as disciples of Christ. Young adults and Word Alive will experience a connection to the ministry and grow spiritually with word-based instruction and fellowship.
Pastor Pickett has also been a judge in past years.
The Word Alive Kingdom Pursuers. The Word Alive Kingdom Pursuers are in pursuit of God's plan and purpose for change as individuals, as well as for our community and nation. They believe they are a tuned-in generation that can be the change that needs to be seen.
And now we have Tailor-Made Styles and Braids. Tailor-Made Styles and Braids showcases different types of cultural hairstyles and unique designs with hair and fashion. Tailor-Made Styles and Braids.
Very nice. Next, we have Lockheed Martin. Lockheed Martin is a global security and aerospace company with over 120,000 employees worldwide.
Wow.
They are principally engaged in the research, design, development, manufacture, integration, and sustainment of advanced technology systems, products, and services. Their mission is to solve complex challenges, advance scientific discovery, and discover innovative solutions.
The Polk County Seminoles Youth Sports is a new youth organization based in Lakeland. There is no limit to the amount of positive resources for youth. Registration dates and times can be found on their Facebook page, Polk County Seminoles Youth Sports.
Very nice.
Sports is such a great way to express your skills and talents and learn the disciplines and things that needs to be learned to become a prosperous adult. So I think they're doing a great job by giving us one more youth organization that can do great work in our community.
Definitely.
What does that song say, Kia? The children
are the future?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I believe it. Do you?
I surely do.
All right. Next, we have Boots on the Ground. Boots on the Ground is a spiritual warfare praying group. Every weekend, they're marching and praying for local neighborhoods. Last year, they focused on Chestnut Woods, and they're also involved with the City of Lakeland Gang Task Force, Boots on the Ground, another fabulous community service organization dedicated to the well-being of Lakeland's communities.
Yes, the Boots on the Ground had just another great organization to have. And now we have the Polk State College Student Activities Board. The Polk State College Activities Board hosts and plans events throughout the community and on our student freshman campus. All events are free for students, not only in Polk State College, local and is local and affordable. It is in a student-friendly atmosphere as well. We are Polk. I'm an alumni of Polk State College, and I believe that's true. We are Polk.
Next, we have New Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church. New Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church is celebrating 87 years in Lakeland's Northwest Quadrant. New Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church Youth Department. They're doing some great work in our community, and they've been around for so long doing such awesome work for our community.
That tells you a little bit about the culture here in our city when we can have so many organizations that speak to the spiritual man that have been in existence for so long.
Yes, I agree.
Now we have Hovian Homes, which is a top national home builder that has built quality homes throughout the U.S. since 1959. They have 3 new home communities in Lakeland, Landings at Lake Parker, Terra Largo near Lakeland Mall, and Grandfield on Poley Creek in South Lakeland.
Some beautiful communities.
Hovanian Homes. They really do have some great, beautiful communities.
Really do.
I toured some of those properties over at Terra Largo recently, Kia, and got me dreaming a little bit.
I agree. I'm dreaming a little bit myself. Next, we have Dr. Shandell Terrell. Dr. Shandell Terrell is a candidate for the House of Representatives District 40 for the upcoming election, which is Tuesday, November 1st, this year, 2016. Dr. Shandell Terrell. Another awesome worker in our community, Dr. Shandell Terrell.
Yes, he does a lot of volunteer work here in our neighborhoods. Next, we have the Phi Beta Sigma, which is a Greek letter organization founded on the campus of Howard University in 1914 by the Honorable A. Langston Taylor, Leonard F. Morse, and Charles I. Brown. And the organization is driven by 3 principles: brotherhood, scholarship, and service. The Greater Polk County chapter, Phi Beta Sigma, is a recent winner for Chapter of the Year, as well as being recognized for the best educational programs. The local chapter will be hosting a state conference in January 22nd through the 24th.
Next, we have the Lakeland Lodge, number 52, the oldest Black Masonic lodge established in 1784, was the first Black Grand Master Lodge, number 459, located in Boston, Massachusetts. Freemasonry has been around since King Solomon. Lakeland Lodge, number 52. Next, we have, coming up, the Lakeland Dreadnought Marching Band. Another spirited band here today at the Martin Luther King Parade. They're doing a great job, and the music is amazing.
Let's listen to them.
And then we have, it looks like the Color Guard. Beautiful.
You know, Lakeland High School is the city's oldest public high school. We had first Lakeland, then there was also Rochelle High School for many years during the segregation times. But there's a lot of proud graduates of Lakeland High School. A lot of those graduates have gone on to serve our city in a lot of different ways, in our state as well. Actually, Thomas A. Bryant, where the football team plays at, was also a state legislator here in our state for many years as well. So a lot of great men and women have come out of Lakeland High School and all of our public high schools, as a matter of fact, here in our city. And we're just lucky to have the band, all the bands in the world that have been represented here, from Lakeland to Kathleen to Lake Gibson.
Yeah.
All those wonderful bands have been great here today.
And they're doing such a wonderful job, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Anchors away. And now we have the Simpson Park Community Center, which is led by facility manager Marquise Roberts. The Simpson Park Community Center is located at 1725 Martin Luther King Jr. Avenue. The facility offers a variety of activities and sports programs. Call them at 834-2577. If you're out of the area, that's area code 863-834-2577.
Another great community center, Simpson Park.
Marquise is doing such a great job over there.
Yes, and actually that's where the jazz concert was last night.
Oh, yes. How can I forget the jazz concert?
If you weren't there, you missed it. It was something to see.
And now we have the Lakeland Powell organization coming up, which was once housed in Simpson Park Community Center. But now they have their own facility right over here off of 2nd Street. And another great youth organization that's doing some great work, the Police Athletic League, police getting involved in the lives of youth, showing them a different side of the police that we often don't see portrayed in our media, which sometimes can be accurate, but we have so many men and women that are great police officers doing great work, and this is another example of them doing that great work here for our youth in our city.
Powell, yes, they're doing a great job, actually.
Director Tim Abrams is a lifetime Lakelander himself, and, well, not lifetime, but he spent some time over in Louisiana before returning to Lakeland to become the executive director of Powell, and just another salt-of-the-earth guy that's doing great work for our youth.
Yes,
Powell.
and we appreciate all that they do in our community.
Football is offered with them, cheerleading. There's track even that's offered as well with the Powell organization. So, I mean, we're lucky to have such a breadth of quality community servants here in our city.
We truly are blessed, and I think that if you don't know about the organizations that are here today, take some time out to find out a little bit more about them and maybe get involved yourself. I'm sure it'll be a rich experience.
I agree. I would definitely agree to that. I mean, we don't have an opportunity sometimes. I think we don't do it justice enough to really express the amount of work that goes into not only the floats, but the day-to-day operations of these different businesses and organizations that have been represented here today.
Oh, yes.
And so what we're doing is just a taste of the iceberg, as they would say.
Just on the tip of the iceberg, for sure, because
tip of the iceberg,
we know
yes.
how so easy it is to get caught up in day-to-day life and working and just trying to keep food on the table. But to take that extra time out to pour into youth, to help renew and revive the community is something to definitely be said for and complimented, I would say.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I mean, Lakeland is known to as being a great place where you can raise children, where you can not only raise children, but children can be educated. And we've seen that representation here for our city and throughout the different high schools, and also a great place where you can find community. People just want to be involved and want to be a part of the things that's going on here in Lakeland.
Yes, and I am very happy to be here myself.
Look at those judges. I'm sure they glad to get a break.
Yes, they definitely had some work on their hands. We had a lot of beautiful floats, a lot of marches that are definitely just colorful and creative. And I think the judges will make a great choice.
And speaking of the Powell department, here comes their cheerleaders.
We have the Lady Hurricane cheerleaders. As you can see, they have some beautiful, sparkly pom-poms, and they're very spirited in their chants. We have the cheerleading coaches that are alongside them. Very happy to have them here today. Very nice to see the Lady Hurricane cheerleaders.
You know, a lot of those young ladies go on to become those great high school cheerleaders as well at the different schools that we've seen, again, represented Lake Gibson, Lakeland, Kathleen High School, two schools that we haven't saw yet, George Jenkins High School and Tenor Rock High School, and also Lakeland Christian. Victory Christian is one of the private schools that's here in our city that was represented in today's parade, but we haven't seen all the schools. So if you want to be educated, Lakeland is definitely a great place to be educated in. Listen to those young ladies.
So it's another positive community activity that they're involved in. Learning disciplinary skills and things that can carry them through life.
I mean, with all the things that's going on in today's world, and you can't have too many activities, right?
Yeah, definitely want to keep the youth involved in some positive activities, and cheerleading is definitely one of them. Next, we have the Republican Club of Lakeland.
That Police Athletic League has a lot of different items in their floats, I see. There's a van, there's a travel bus.
Saying filling playgrounds and not prisons. Definitely investing in our youth.
I like that theme.
Yes, a very good theme. Next, we have the Republican Club of Lakeland. The Republican Club of Lakeland is pleased to be a part of the parade today, representing the Republican values of lower taxes, smaller government, encouraging growth of businesses, the right to bear arms, protecting traditional marriage, and safeguarding our religious liberties, and most importantly, to ensure equal treatment of all people. Republican Club of Lakeland.
Well, looks like it's gonna soon wrap us up here for the 2016 Martin Luther King Parade here in beautiful Lakeland, Florida.
Yes.
I mean, I can't not express that enough. This was a beautiful day, great parade, great atmosphere. I mean, I'm just lucky to be out here today. How do you feel, Kia?
I feel the same. I think it was a great experience. A lot of families, friends out here enjoying this beautiful day.
Yes.
All the floats, the marchers, the cheerleaders, just everything was just beautifully prepared and well thought out. We are so happy to be here today enjoying this Martin Luther King Jr. Day Parade.
And I'm just lucky. I'm not only lucky to be here and celebrate what Dr. King represent, content and character over color, and that not only over color but over any other barrier that you can think of, whether it is a religious barrier, whether it's a preferential barrier, whatever preferential barriers there are. He stood for content and character, and I think that we should push forward and as best we can do the best we can and reflect that dream as well.
Yes, and definitely we are tuned up and ready for change, positive change that is, for this year of 2016. Thank you again for joining us here at the Martin Luther King Jr. Parade here in Lakeland. Thank you.
Thank you.